up, y'all? What it do? I wasn't gonna go live, but that person in the comments made me want to go live because he got, or he or she, I don't know if it was a he or she, but he got offended by my black people are the chosen ones video. A lot of people are going to get offended, and what he was saying in the comments, oh, you, like, he was chastising me. That's fine. You know, I'm cool with that. And one thing about it, and this is what I need y'all to understand. First of all, welcome to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, all my existing ones. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please don't mind my baby if she get I put her out, but she keep coming back. But I'm the spirit of truth. I'm here to tell the truth. I'm not here to tickle nobody's ears. I'm not that type of girl. God knew me before he chose me and called me to do this. Come on, see now. Come on, move. Come on. Good girl, nothing. Go, say Donnie, come get your sister. Cause I'm trying to do my live video. Go watch Marsha. Here, take your water and go watch Marsha. Child, she getting on my nerves. But like I'm saying, I'm not here to tickle nobody's ears. I'm a raw person. That's just who I am. I don't know how to water stuff down. Yes, I know. I got to tame my tongue. One thing about it, and this is why I say God knows me. And he leads me. Before I post, first of all, I'm not even supposed to be going live because I got so many videos I need to finish editing. So many videos to clear out my phone, to make space, to make more, because every day God dropping stuff for me. Every day, let's be clear. Every day I pray to God all day. I'm really connected to the Father. To the Father. To the beginning, the end, the first, the last, the Alpha, the Omega. I'm really connected to God, the Father. Not just the Son. I'm connected to the Father. So when people, that person in the comments saying that, the only, who he say that, man, that person was saying so much stuff and talking about I need to repent and all. Baby, I repent every day and I know I'm not perfect. Y'all see, I still be cussing. I still do a lot of stuff. And God led me to James 3:17 verse a while ago about that, because once again, 3:17, he shows me certain numbers on the regular. Like, he'll show me certain numbers when it's needed. He'll show me 3:17. I told you, I'm a believer in prophetic numbers, whatever they want to call them, angel numbers, because he talks to me through that. And even still, like it says, the power of the tongue, and I already know how my tongue is. I already know my tongue powerful, and it can spew some things out that can really hurt and really sting. And I also know that's why he chose me to talk to my people. It's no shade, but I'm here for black people. There's enough people that talk to the masses. I'm not here to talk to the masses. I'm not here to talk to everybody. If you support me and you are not black and African American, whatever, I truly appreciate you. I definitely do. But my target audience is my people. And furthermore, within my audience is the ones that be in the trenches. This is why he used me, a person who is a little ratchet, to talk to the other ratchets, to talk to the ones that's from the hood, that's the gutter, to really be able to talk to them. Because a lot of us that's from these lifestyles, we only understand hood rat-ish. We only understand that gutter talk. We only understand that raw stuff. Not that stuff that tickle your ears. A lot of us have grew up in toxic households. We've only heard raw stuff. So we only understand that kind of a talk. Ari, please stop moving my stand, please. Can you go please watch Marsha? So I'm not here to try to water it down. I don't know how to do that. Like, God know me. So, and I told him that, and right after I was in the comments with that guy, if y'all want to know who I'm talking about, the person who wrote so many comments in that Black People Are the Israelites video, he wrote so many, he or she, whoever it is, they wrote so many comments talking all of this and all of that. And one thing about me is I'm always going to be a student. I'm always going to hear you out, understand what you're saying, but I know the truth about myself. So I don't care if other people tell me the truth. If it's real, if I know that what you're saying is true, I already know it anyway. So I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to understand you. But if you talking nonsense, I'm going to be like, bruh, go on somewhere. Go on somewhere because you're mad and that person is offended. The person who said it, they were offended because I'm only talking to the Black people and other people are chosen too. And like I told him, yes, there are other chosen ones that's not just Black, because at the end of the day, God fostered other nations in because we rejected him as his people. I mean, it's in the book. It's in the book. I didn't ask for this life. Let's be clear. I didn't ask to be up here reading a Bible. Me? That's why my family, I told y'all, they looking at me like, you never even been to church. You never even did this. How dare you think you know God and you don't even go to church? You don't even... That further shows me, I didn't ask for this, bruh. God already know. And I got other videos where I was just saying this, but I haven't posted them because I'm working on getting the videos posted. But this person just tried to throw me off. Like, honestly, you try to say I'm the enemy, but no, you was trying to use me to get me to stop. Because soon as I was reading them comments, and I was like, God, let me know. Because I'll stop doing all this. I'll stop talking about all this because God already know. Deep down inside, I just wanted to make my money. I wanted to do my Amazon FBA bill. As soon as I got to Texas, and I was just talking to y'all about this in another video. I don't know if I posted that video yet where I was talking about this, but I was on my own path, staying to myself because I didn't want to be up here in front of people and all of that. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to do my Amazon FBA business as soon as I got to Texas. That's what I was trying to do. God shut that whole thing down. Literally, as soon as I got here, I was talking to my suppliers and all of that. And I went into login because I was going to order the stuff and get it sent. Because my supplier, before I left Maryland, I said, I'm about to move to Texas. But when I get there, I'm going to find I got to get an address so you can send me my sample. Blah, blah, blah. I was going to do that. As soon as I got in the hotel, started chatting with my supplier and everything, log into my Amazon account, my Amazon account got locked. I'm like, what the heck? Like, dang, what's going on? Like, I had the money to invest in my stuff to get this thing going because I had a great product to sell. God said, nah, I need you somewhere else. And as I'm reading this, and then just after with this dude who said that, so I was like, God, let me know. Let me know if I'm doing it wrong, if whatever. First of all, he always chastising me. He always tell me when I'm wrong. He gonna lead me right to a verse, like he do with James 3:17, when he be talking about the tongue, talking about you can't curse and praise in the same tongue. So I'm working on it. I'm working on the cursing. I'm working on that. But one thing about it, people act like they want you to be perfect, but then in the same breath, they'll be like, no, you think you perfect. You think you above everybody. If I stop cursing, baby, y'all gonna have something to say about that. Oh, now you think you don't do that no more. Like that person said, oh, you stop doing this. You don't do this no more. So you think you better than other people. Which one is it? Do you want me to be a sinner, or do you want me to be this highly righteous person who never did nothing? Then you still gonna say, oh, you think you too good. You think you ain't. One thing about it, the people gonna talk always. But I'm here to do what God told me to do. But right after that, I said, I'm going to talk to God all day, every day. I'm like, God, what's up? Like, do you want me to do this or not? Because I got another mission. I got a whole nother YouTube platform that I be working on about just off what I be eating. So I can just ditch this whole channel and focus on that. And focus on that solely. Like I was actually doing when I first started this YouTube channel. If you look at the beginning of this YouTube channel, it wasn't nothing about this. It wasn't nothing about no Bible, nothing. I didn't ask for this lifestyle. God chose me. He moved me. He ordered this all. I did not ask for this. I did not ask to be reading the Bible. I didn't ask to know God. I didn't ask for none of this. I didn't ask for it. Through me talking, thinking I'm talking to myself, I met God. I met the Holy Spirit. The Father. Literally. Ma'am, can you go and don't be putting your cheese curl hands on my sofa? Please. Come on, can you take her so I can do my video? Go watch Marsha and the Bear. These clingy kids, bro, I can't do nothing. But, see, they messed me up. But, yeah, he love everybody. He love us too, but at the end of the day, God, and that's another thing I want to talk about, because people think that God and Jesus is the same person. God and Jesus is not the same. God is the Father. Like, they're not the same. They're not the same person. They're not. The God is a spirit. That's why he used Jesus, because like he led me right here. That's why I say, after that person said that, I'm like, all right, God, what's up? He led me right to the information about the spirit of truth, because I got another video that I had recorded the other day, talking about many people can't take me because I'm too raw. I'm the truth teller. This is why my family don't like me. This is why people feel the ways they feel. Like, people will love it, but then when you start telling them the truth, they like you for being raw until you start telling them the truth about themselves. They don't like that. But I don't care, because I'm not here. Look, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about you hating me. Like that person said, I don't hate you. I don't care if you hate me or if you don't. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I'm not here. First of all, like I said, I'm here to talk to my people. My people. Nobody else care about us. Nobody else do. I care about us. I care about my community. I'm not one that would like to date outside my race. I'm cool with other races, don't get me wrong. I was just at the store just now talking to the white lady, laughing. She was telling me about the chickens with her uncle and all that stuff. We ain't even gonna talk about everything she was talking about. And she has a mixed grandson and granddaughter and all that. I'm not against other people. I talk to everybody. But at the end of the day, my focus is my people because nobody else cares about us. Everybody else kick us down. Kick us down. So yes, I'm gonna get up here and it might seem like I'm trying to rebuke and all this thing that y'all be saying, trying to condemn and judge. But the truth is the truth. And the truth gonna piss you off. It's gonna piss you off first. But it's gonna set you free. I'm truthful with myself. And when you want to get real about change, everybody claim they want change. Everybody claim they want, if things need to be better, these generations are out of control, the world is this. But nobody wants to put in the work to really create the change. And if you really want change, you got to first know the truth, baby. You got to first know the truth. And God led me right here to the scripture where Jesus was talking about once he's gone, he's going to send the spirit of truth. And the spirit of truth, I'm the spirit of truth. He sent me as the spirit of truth. And it's going to offend. He said, don't be offended. Right here, John 16, verse 1. These things that I have spoken to you, you should not be offended. Let me go back a little bit. Because it says, I just highlighted everything. It says, but when the Comforter is come, whom I will send to you from the Father, ma'am. But when the Comforter is come, and this is John chapter, Ari, please stop messing with my stand. See, the enemy be want to use my kids. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send to you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me. And you shall also bear witness because you have been with me from the beginning. These things that I have spoken to you, you should not be offended, that you should put out of the synagogues. Yea, the time will come that whoever kill you would think that he does God's service. Talk about them church leaders. They be talking what y'all like to hear, not telling the real because they're afraid to tell people the truth. They're afraid to tell people the truth. This is why they pushing religion. They pushing these holidays because they don't even really want to tell the truth. Let's go down here some. So now we on chapter 16. It says, nevertheless, I will tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come to you. But if I depart, I will send him to you. And it's so funny because this girl I was watching one day, she said, some of y'all are Jesus' descendant. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I really do be feeling like, I probably do come from Jesus' bloodline, like, for real. But the scripture right here, God led me to this right after that God was saying that stuff, or whoever that was in the comments, who then triggered me because you want to sit there and be mad because you're not black and you feel like you should, like people really be offended because I'm talking specifically to my people. Like, why are you mad? He said, oh, because I didn't know that Jesus only wanted black people to follow him. No, he never said that. First of all, God chose black people. Jesus did not choose black people as his people. God been around before Jesus. He here after Jesus. God gonna be here before you, before me, after me. He's the beginning and the first and the last. He's here before every human, and he's gonna be here after every human. That's what I'm saying. Religion, though, has y'all so confined, has brainwashed people that they don't even know the difference between the two. They don't even know the difference between the two. And Jesus constantly talks about the fact of his Father. But the reason why God had to send, because people don't believe something that they can't see. A lot of us have belief issues. We don't believe things that we cannot see. What do I be talking about in my videos? People don't believe in things that they can't see. They don't believe things can happen for them that they can't see. You don't have faith. You don't have true faith. That's why God needed Jesus. This is why he allowed Jesus. And let me go read that part. See, stop messing with my thing, because I wrote down here what part those was in. Because God led me right to it. Like, stop playing with me. God led me right to it. I think it was John 5:6. But let me finish. See, I'm getting off. Let me finish reading this. It says, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. So this is John chapter 16, verse 7 through like 13. It says, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you, bless you. It is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come to you. So he had to die for me to be born. He had to go. He had to go for me to come. I'm the Spirit of truth. Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm the Spirit of truth. This is why people can't take me. And I did a video saying it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm more like detox tea. And everybody can't take detox tea because you scared it's going to mess your stomach up. You scared it's going to reveal all the bullshit, the crap that's up in you that need to come up out you. People don't like detox tea. I'm detox tea. I'm here to tell you the truth. Reveal what's real, what's really messing you up, what's really messing us up as the masses. Because one thing about it, if you watch my videos, you see I'm real with myself. I just got another video that I haven't posted yet where I'm talking about that. So if I'm real with myself, you better believe I'm going to be real with you. I'm real about everything that has happened in my life, the good and the bad. For all the decisions, everything. Me being a baby mama, all the things that led to me being a baby mama, my Jezebel spirit that I had. I'm not acting like I'm better than nobody. I'm being real with myself. And a lot of y'all are not real with yourself. So y'all can't take when other people are real with you. You can't take it because you're not real with yourself. Like, I know who I am. I know, and now that I have God, I really know who I am. The good and the bad. And I'm not afraid of none of it. I'm not ashamed of none of it. I know what caused me to be this very person I am. And I've always been the truth teller, even since I was young. That's why I was scapegoated, because I told the truth. Because I didn't sit there and go along with the BS of my narcissistic family. That's why. That's why people can't take me. But then some people, they'll love you, but then they'll end up hating you. And that's fine. I don't care. I've been hated by the people who matter most to me. So do you think I care about other people hating me? No, I don't care. And once again, if God is for me, who could be against me? I ain't asked for this. But anyway, it say, come on, Ari. I don't know. No. Can you please go watch your TV? So it say, it is expedient for you that I go away. For if I not go away, the Comforter will not come to you. But if I depart, I will send him to you. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. So that person who said I'm boastful and you need to, like that person that threw me off, that wrote so many comments. This is how you know a person's so offended, when they beat down their keyboard, that send you paragraphs and fake tell you about who you are and tell you that you need to repent. Baby, I repent every day. I repent every day because I know I'm flawed. I know I'm very much so flawed. I talk to God all day, every day, literally. Literally. You want to come sit in my house room? You want to put some surveillance in here so you can see what I do all day? I do. Everything I do, I include God in it. And that's why some videos, I don't even post right away, because I be like, God, because I know it be like, I know sometimes I be coming hard with it. Because I don't know how to water stuff down. I don't know how to do that. So if that's what you're looking for, baby, you have to go find another channel, because there's plenty of people who do that. Plenty of people. God's tired of all of that watering down stuff. And when you know God, like I said before, you know that he created good and he created evil. God is the same one who told the Israelites to go kill off the Canaanites and take their land. Savage shit. He's a savage. Like, come on now, if y'all really want to talk, like, you can beat me up with all the scriptures, because at the end of the day, we all got some scriptures. I can find scriptures to back my stuff. You can find some scriptures to probably back your stuff. We can have battle of the scriptures if you want to have that. We can do that. We can do that. Like, at the end of the day, too, we know this very book here has been altered by the enemy. So it's things that's in here to fit the enemy's agenda, if y'all want to really be technical. This is what I'm saying, though. But anyways, I didn't even get to finish. Ari, please stop coloring. Stop coloring in my book. No. Sonari, Ceylani, please come get Ari. Okay. Go play with your sister.
Sonari. Why is that still scribbling?
Because she's scribbling in my little scripture journal, man.
Thanks.
I need this. You can't write in. You have a book. I gave you your book. Ari. Hold on, y'all, because here she go. Get up. Go on. Where was the page at? See, she lost my little... This is why I can't go live. This is why I just do videos and then edit them and stuff, because she be... Child. And she home with me. Where is the little, because I wrote down, God led me right to all the stuff about the spirit of truth. Aubrey, go watch Marsha and the Bear.
Can you please take a picture? Because
All right, just let her go. Let her go. You can't write in my stuff, though. Get her that book over there for her to write in. And you're not getting up here.
this one?
Yeah, let's let her write in that one. Is that the one that say definitions? Yeah, let her write in that one. Yeah, you can write in that one. Stop writing in this one.
Oh, here's the top I was before.
So it says, and when he he comes, he will reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. Of sin because they believe not in me. Of righteousness because I go to my Father and you see me no more. Of judgment because the prince of the world is judged. I have yet many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. Jesus wanted to probably say a whole bunch to the people, but he couldn't say it all to them because people so... And especially because everybody knows that he is of love. He's sweet. He's that nice soul. God, the Father, though, he's love and he's evil. He's not going to play with you. God did not play with people. God ain't playing with you. He's not playing with us. This is why I say he's angry with the black community. And we about to see. Y'all think this whole, the thing, everything that's getting ready to come to us as the modern day Babylon that I also have been talking to y'all about the day of judgment. That's what the real day of judgment is going to be, is when Russia come light us up. Got that video that's in the chamber to be uploaded. Like, this ain't no joke. I didn't ask for this. I ain't asked to be doing this, to know these things. I didn't ask for this. I didn't go seeking these things. And it says, so it says, I have yet many things to say to you, but I cannot bear them now. How about when he, the spirit of the truth, come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak on, and he will show you things to come. He shall glorify me, for he shall receive of mine, and shall show it to you. All things that the Father has are mine. Therefore said I, that he shall take of mine and show it to you. And that's exactly what I'm doing. The stuff that I talk about is because God lead me to talk about stuff. God puts it on my spirit for me to be irritated by some of this stuff. A lot of people don't care about some of these very things. And some of this stuff I never cared about either, except the kids. The stuff I speak about with the kids, with people who are taking advantage of the kids, that's one thing I'm really passionate about. That's what I'm really passionate about. I've always been about the kids. I've always been about them. But all this extra stuff, I wasn't really into that. God led me to this. And I always have been a truth teller. He's put these things, all of us, he's put something in us from the moment we were born, from before we were even born. For he knew us before we even was formed, before we even came into the world. When he formed us in the belly of our mama womb, he knew us. He ordered us here on certain missions way long ago. Where's the other one? So that was 16, 13. I wanted to, let me see, where's 14, 17? Because I wrote down a couple of them. So, John chapter 14. You know, and with this whole thing that they be saying, you know, it's not to bash Jesus or nothing, but they say that the only way to the truth, they say Jesus said to him, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man come to the Father but by me. And for me, honestly, that's not what happened. I met God first. Then he had started revealing things to me about Jesus. Because for one, I didn't grow up in the church. I don't know, everything that I know now about the Bible is through God having me order that Bible before he moved me away and sent me in my wilderness season, sent me on this journey to a new land where I don't know nobody. This is when everything has been revealed to me. So now I am starting to learn more about Jesus, about what he did, about everything. I'm starting to learn more now. But I met the Father first. So they say this, but that's not what happened to me. This is my story. That's not what happened for me. Like, and yes, I believe in Jesus. I believe in everything he stood for. And God had to, because people did not believe in God because they couldn't see him. So he had to pour his spirit onto a human. I'm going to get to that verse. No, they're not. No, they're not all one. No, they're not. They're two different, they're different entities. They're two different people. Like, God, how are they all one? God is the Father, Jesus is the Son. That's not one person. Is a Father and a Son ever one person? No. Like, they're not one. They're not one. God poured his spirit onto Jesus. Like, once again, Christianity then led the people all astray, and everybody's running with the same stuff. Like, they all have the same mission. They on the same mission. Come on, hurry up and drink this. Like, come on. And that's why I said we can get to that one. Go, y'all. While I'm feeding her, drinking her this water, go to 1 John 5 through 6. That's what I'm saying. This stuff really scientific. People don't even get it. Like, it's page 1 of your Bible. Genesis would let you know that all this stuff is scientific. The destruction that comes onto the world, all the things that happen in nature, the fires. Look at what's going on in the very areas he moved me from. From Baltimore, he moved me from there. And they got smoky orange skies. And this is all a part of what was talked about in our book, in our ark. This is all talked about. He moved me from up there. All the stuff going on with the air science, all of that stuff. God be making all of that. That's God. God is science. Like, it really get deep. And that's why I'm saying, people don't get it. Let's go to so since I'm talking about that, let's go to that. Like, how is, like, I mean, it's just, I just don't be getting it. Like, what people be saying, it's like, yeah, even I told y'all, he already had highlighted me some stuff about controlling the tongue. He know, because the tongue is evil, and it does. It has its own, for it to be so little, it holds so much power. Where is John at? So it's back here because it's near Revelation. I think it was back here. So it says, who is he that, so this is 1 John chapter 5. It says, he that came by water and blood, even Jesus Christ, not by water only, but by water and blood. Because God is water. God really is the spirit. And that's what, when I was first reading Genesis, and it was like, for the spirit came to the face of the waters, and to come to the face of something, you must be beneath it. And then when I'm like researching, I'm like, because I really did want to know, like, how did this come about? Like, how was the world created like this? And it all relates to science. This is why I say God is science. And it says, and it is the spirit that beareth witness, because the spirit is true. So, and then they do say, so for there are 3 that bear record in heaven, the Father, the Word, and the Holy Ghost. And these 3 are one. And there are 3 that bear witness in the earth, the spirit and the water and the blood. And these 3 agree in one. So these 3 agree in one, but they still are separate. God, it says Jesus, it says that he came by water and blood. Jesus Christ came by water and blood. Ari, leave that alone, please. And it says, it says these 3, hold up, let me go back up. It says not by water only, because God is water. He is the spirit. We all made of water. Jesus had to come into blood form. He had to come through a body for people to believe in God, the one that they can't see. People always say you're the sky daddy. They be called, people that be trying to be funny, they be like, oh, you're sky daddy. If we research and see what the sky is, it's water. God is water. That's why water is so powerful. This is why we're made up of majority water, the power of water. If we don't have water, we all will die. Water. But Jesus is the water and the blood. God ain't got the blood factor because he's not human. He's not human. He's a spirit. This is really scientific. It really is scientific. But at the end of the day, and if you even study that, how like there's the sound, how sound, like words, like it really goes deep about how the sounds that our natural nature and stuff make, the sound of water. If you could be around water and you can hear it. You can see the flow of water. It moves like a spirit moves. It just moves. So I got some more stuff I need to talk about, but I'm connected. The point of this video was to say I'm connected to the Father. I'm connected to the Father, and yes, I'm growing closer to Jesus, and I'm working to learn everything about him and his ways, and probably try to be more like him. But at the end of the day, he ordered it. He ordered it for the Spirit of truth to come, and that's me. That's me. I'm not here, like he said, don't be offended. It's in your scripture. Y'all got scripture for everything else. Read the scripture where it says, don't be offended. For the Spirit of truth is going to come to do that. That's what the Spirit of truth is here to do. And it says, and it is like I already read, and it is the Spirit that beareth witness, because the Spirit is truth. Yeah, I am, and that's me. You know, but people, they have said that it's all on, and that's the reason why they had to use Jesus, is because people don't believe in God unless they can see him. And people, even now, Jesus is gone, and people, it's because they don't see him walking around anymore. They still act like they don't believe. So, child, religion has put people in a box. And that's why I don't say, I'm not a Christian. I'm not that. I'm a believer. I'm not that. So if you're looking for that, once again, I'm not ever going to say I'm a Christian. Never going to say that. They put you in a box with that. And then they be leading the people astray and stuff. Like, all of this is part of Satan's agenda to put people in a box, to create division. Where's the little page where I wrote down the other part that I wanted to write? But as I keep going with this, because I'm going to have videos about that so we can connect. I mean, if you even see in the Bible so much of this, his word, he talks so much about his world that he created, the rivers, like the importance of the rivers, the importance of water. We see throughout the Bible the importance of water. And water is the most powerful. We see how the flood happened. That ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but God. He can put fire out. Water can kill you. Water can make you survive. Water can restore take you from being dehydrated, quench your thirst. Water is powerful, and God is powerful. So this is why I say God is water. The most powerful thing. Right now, God forbid, it can rain real hard, a hurricane can come through. Hurricane can wipe us all out. The floods, I didn't even post a video yet about what just happened over there in Ukraine, what Russia doing over there in Ukraine, because they gonna light us up next. It ain't no if it's gonna happen. It's biblical that it's gonna happen. That's gonna be the beast that come and humble America once and for all, the modern day Babylon. But I really talk about that in the other video. I mean, I got playlists. The two things that really God has called me here to do is talk to us about who we are, talk about what's going to come. I got playlists for those. That's the two things that got a playlist. But what they doing over there, how they flooding the air, they didn't strike missiles at their dams, and it caused severe flooding over there. The power of water. If a flood come through, we already know. A lot of us have been through hurricanes. That water came through, these tornadoes come through, which is water. The forces, God and his creations come together, because water is a force by itself. But when it comes together with the other elements of earth, it's powerful. And it will destroy everything. But water alone can destroy it all. Like, it go deep. And I'm going to be even talking about videos about that because God keep revealing to me stuff. And sometimes I'll be like, because most people don't talk about this. So I'll be feeling like, maybe I'm wrong. But he always going to back me. One thing about God, that man got my back. Even when I'm wrong, he going to correct me when I'm wrong. And this is why sometimes I be waiting to put stuff out. I've been waiting for so long to even talk about this God is science thing for so long. Because from when I was in Houston still, and I started reading the Bible, you know, I'm like, wow. Because the first paragraph, right here in Genesis, everything, it like just talks about everything. This is why we know the sky is water. This space between the sky, that blue sky that we see, and down here, the air is between here, but above is water. And it's even talk about in the Bible how he opened up the floodgates of heaven to flood the land. So it's just the importance of this stuff. We don't see it, but it all connects. But he don't want us to start worshiping the science stuff, like how our forefathers did. See, I got a video about that I haven't posted because the one where I was reading in Jubilee about how they manipulated the time, manipulated the seasons, they manipulated God's creation for us. Like literally, we don't even understand how deep it is, how much destruction that the enemy has done just to get us off track. We're not representing the right Sabbaths. Sunday is not the Sabbath day. They got us, they literally, and I'm gonna have to post that video. I keep holding back on it, but God was telling me to post it, but I'm still like, I don't know, because I really want to finish reading Jubilee and then read it again. Like, because I don't want to be up here telling the wrong things. I don't really want to be doing that. So I like to hold off, but God keep pushing me to put that video out. And I still I don't know why I'm resistant to really put that out about how the seasons, how they affected the seasons. And everything was done just to lead God's people astray, just to affect Noah's sons, Abraham's sons, affect the chosen people over time. It all was done. Everything. They messed with the time, leap years. This is what I talk about in that video. All of this stuff was an abomination to God. They changed up what God meant for us just to get us off. So I got to post that video. Maybe I'll post that video later. Because I been did it. I been did the video. I got so many videos that I been did. I just have never posted them. And it's actually me being disobedient because God didn't lead me to the stuff for no reason. He didn't lead me to it for no reason. So it's like me not posting it because I'm like, I don't want to not want to offend people. Like he said, no. They need to just not get offended by the truth. Like that guy or whoever that was in my comments. And that's why I appreciate the other person, Chavez, you know, who said like, you know, you're not, if you're watching this and you said that you're not black, but you understand basically, you know, you understand everything we've been through and all of that. So I really appreciate you. And I really like that you told that person because that person mad at me because I said that I'm you know, talking to my people and that I'm calling us the chosen people and all of that stuff. He's taking offense to that and making it seem like I'm prideful when I'm boastful about who we are. When in all actuality, no, I'm not. Like, it's just the facts. And people hate the truth. People hate the truth. They like lies. I'm not here to lie to nobody. I don't do that. I don't know how to do that. That's why the people don't be liking me, because I don't know how to sit there and lie to you. You got enough liars out here in the world. I'm not one of them. I don't have to lie. Lie for what? I'm not afraid of nobody. So what the heck do I need to lie for? Only person I fear is God. That's the only soul that I fear. I don't fear nobody else. So I don't have to lie because I'm scared of what people gonna do to me. Like, but what I don't want to be doing is because I know God has, I'm supposed to be away from arguing people. Because I didn't type up a couple things that I erased about that person in the comments. I didn't type up, but I said, you know what? I don't have to go back and forth with you. I said what I said. And you need to take your frustrations up with God, not with me. I didn't choose us. I'm not the one who chose us as a people. So what you mad at me for? I didn't ask for this. My telling me, oh, you need to. Child, there's a lot I need to do. And one of the things I don't need to do is argue with you. I got a lot on my plate. I got to still get through this whole Bible. I still got to get through the Jubilee, Jasher. I got to go read the Dead Sea Scrolls because a lot of the real tea is in there, the stuff that they done took out our books. Like, I ain't even finished reading what I want to, but just know the spirit of truth is here, and that's me. That's me, baby. And I'm not going to sit here and water stuff down because God is sick of that. The synagogues, like we just read, the synagogues have done enough of that. And they've actually killed people and did more harm to them than telling the truth. They out here really got us thinking we should be celebrating these holidays, all of that stuff. And I just be mad that every day I learn, I'm like, dang, we ain't really supposed to celebrate this. We ain't really supposed to do that. You know? But we've all been sold the lies. We can't help that we've been taught that. Especially like a lot of y'all have grew up in the church. Me, honestly, I didn't grow up in the church. I've been to the church a couple times, but I didn't grow up in it. And now I honestly see why God didn't allow me to. I honestly see now why he didn't. A lot of the things, like I was telling y'all in one video, why he didn't allow me to join a sorority. Things that I thought I was being held away from, you know, even mad at my mom for not really teaching me God and stuff. Like, I was mad at first, but I now understand why, because he don't want me to learn it the way that other people have learned it, which a lot of the stuff has been twisted and flipped up so it can fit and serve the enemy's greater good versus God's greater good. This is why half the people that did grow up in the church went astray from God, because they equivalent. People really sit here and say that God is at the church. Then it's like, I mean, there's scriptures to even back that up, that God is not in the temple that's made by man. God is everywhere. God will come right to you, right in your home. He will show up wherever you at, because that's where he showed up for me at. So I really got more reading to do. And I really do. I want to get through this whole Bible. I want to read it 1,000 times. Once I finish, I want to read it again, read it again, read it again. But a lot of our history is this. This book was literally made originally. It was made specifically for us as his chosen people. This was our ark. This is what the Philistines couldn't wait to steal. This is what they stole from us. Smoked Eli's sons to get this book. And it even tells us how long they kept it. They kept it for what, 7 months? They kept our book. They stole it, kept it, read it, changed things up, then gave it back to us. And now we have it. And this is why people do say, oh, why do y'all believe everything that a man wrote? But from the beginning of time, everything was on scrolls first. And it was in the Hebrew language. That was our original language. And we wonder why, like, us, we have assimilated so much into, I guess, what the Romans, what their thing is. Like, we're the only ones that don't have our own language. I'm like, dang, because just me observing, I'm like, why are we the only ones that don't have a language? Like, we talk English just like, you know, I guess we do have our Ebonics. Like, that's why we talk our slang and stuff as a Black community, but you know, some people don't understand what we're saying. But we don't have our own language, and I don't like that for us. I wish we had our own little talk that we can talk to each other without other people knowing what we talking about. Like, but we really supposed to have been on that Hebrew language that they didn't took us away from. And the more I read, and I see how Noah wrote on scrolls, you know, they didn't had them to do this stuff, and so much stuff was hidden in the caves. This is why these archaeologists, they're always digging stuff up. They be trying to get to, and I'm doing like so much research, and it's just interesting how it's all coming to play. But a lot of stuff, damn. What, baby? Okay. And they wrote on the scrolls, and things have been transcribed, and then they put all this stuff together. This is why it's like different accounts, because he didn't have one person to write this stuff down. He didn't have Moses to write the 10 Commandments. He had Noah to write things. He had him to write down to pass down to his sons. Come on, please don't mess with my stand. Yes, baby, I'm almost finished, okay? I'm almost done. Just go back to your room, okay? All right. Okay. Here you go. Bye-bye. And that's why I still gotta read, I just want to get everything. I need to get the Cave of Treasures still. I need to get the Dead Sea Scrolls because they taken so much out of this so that we won't know the truth. We don't even know all the truth about Adam and Eve unless you have did like extra research, or maybe if you have older Bibles. Like I've seen some people say, you know, that they have older Bibles that differ from this, like, because they have, like, look at how little this thing is. This thing is really little compared to big Bibles that I've seen. This thing is little, and it skips over so much stuff. That's why I'm like, what's the real tea about Adam and Eve? And that's why I want to read the Cave of Treasures, because that's what he sent them after he kicked them out the garden. Like, so many things they keep, and they say, and they be trying to act like the books that was taken out of here were just basically abominations, basically, like they should have never been here. No, because if you read other parts that's still in here, they'll refer to Enoch in here. They'll refer to Jasher in here. So I'm like, these things that they're talking about, and they talk about the cave so much, all of this stuff, so it makes me have further questions. So this is why I go looking into other books, and I'm like, oh, this is why when I started reading Jubilee, I'm like, oh my gosh. And God knew from the beginning of time. He told Noah, I'm afraid that once you die, your sons are going to go astray and start serving other gods. And that's what they done. And that person going to tell me, how about I not? How about I shouldn't be mad that God chose me to do this or something like that? I can be mad at my history. I'm mad at the history of us because that same history, I have every right to be mad at the history that has happened to us. I have every right because that affects me. It affects my children. It affects the children to come. And because we don't know our history, the real history, we only know what the white man has taught us through our schools, these indoctrination camps that our children are in, where they ain't really learning nothing, learning the real tea. And that's why I'm doing this, because my children going to know the real. My children want to know the real. They're not about to be all this, man. When we wake up, if you ask God to really wake you up and you see all the tricks that the world, society, the lies that they tell us, that's why we don't know who we are. They give the schools, man, like guidebooks. Just like they give the churches a guidebook. You can only teach this. You can only teach this. They don't let you teach the other stuff. They only give you the upfront what they want you to teach. You can teach it, in the way that you want to, but these are the only topics you can cover. If it go outside of that, you can't cover that. So it's a lot of stuff that we are left without knowing because they only cover certain stuff in the schools. They tell most of history is told in reverse. Y'all got to check out Dan Calloway's channel. Dan Calloway, he speaks a lot of stuff on like the historical part of how we really are, of this land and what really happened with us. But me, I'm more so worried about like the biblical aspect, because this is really the real tea. It's the real tea. And that's why when he be saying like that stuff about like the Native Americans and all of that, because they be saying that that's basically who us, and we don't know. We've been called so many different things. They done changed our name up so much. Everything has been changed and changed and changed just to confuse us, just so we won't know the real. But at the end of the day, I'm going to keep doing what God told me to do, because I'm not going to let no devil in hell try to get me off track like that person tried to do in them comments. Oh, because you offended. The other person ain't take offense. Why you take offense? Because they be so mad when we say that we're the ones. It's like, it's okay for y'all to bash the black people for all this time. Everybody can talk about us. Even we talk about us. But it's all right for us to talk about us because we can talk about us. Can you open that back up? Sorry, y'all. We can talk about us. We can. Because that's how we produce change. And we know us. We know our culture. We know how we receive certain things. So the person was like, just don't talk about them. Just pray for them. I can pray all day. But if people don't have the education, they don't have the knowledge, we perish for a lack of knowledge. So if we don't know better, how can we do better? if we don't face the real truth about why we are the way we are, where did it come from, how are we going to ever change? Everybody fake want change, but you don't want to address the real root of where this stuff comes from. Just like people talk about all the girls and talk about our hood boys, talk about the ratchet girls, talk about all, but y'all don't even understand their life. You don't understand their background. You don't understand where the experience that they face come from. You don't understand them. Like, people don't understand us. And that's why I be hating when outside people be trying to talk about what we doing and what we shouldn't do. And I got a video coming about that, about us stop idolizing the white man, who is one of the very reasons we just as messed up as we are. Stop idolizing them folk. I get tired of hearing people talk about, because white people don't do this. It's like y'all put them on some pedestal. They ain't on no dang on pedestal. They ain't on no pedestal. They not better than us. They ain't. They do some of the same stuff that we do. They just mask it a lot better. Mask it a lot differently. They show up in the world as perfect because they do have these two-parent households. When they know they the very reason why our men have been kicked down to the bottom. They know. And then they sit back and laugh at our men because they incarcerated, because we got broken homes. And we sit there and put them on some pedestal and sit there and want to fit in with them. We've already assimilated into them. Why do you think we're afraid to wear our natural hair, our natural forces? We've already assimilated into them for so long. Enough is enough. We need to truly embrace who we are, know our real history, know why we have the kinky, nappy crap that we have. Not crap, no shade in that. But it's the truth. I mean, I have it, so I can talk about my own head, like, because it do be hard to manage. But it's God see it as good. And as I be reading and see how, we was able to, look at the stuff we able to do with our hair. Everybody else can't do what we do with our hair. They can't wear the different styles that we wear. They can't, what I saw, like they was putting hiding rice in their cornrows back in the days. They can't do that with their hair that we can do. But they did convince us to straighten our hair, perm our hair. And that's why I am glad a lot of us are starting to go more natural. We're starting to do that stuff. Like, we're starting to embrace our hair textures. And even me, I'm about to get some locks for real. I'm excited for this journey, y'all. I'm so excited to start my locks. Like, I can't believe this. Like, me, because I really find the girls that have locks, they just be so pretty to me. Like, I just can't wait. I've been watching some videos about how to start them, so I can't wait. I'm really about to just, be on my Samson shit. Like, so I'm even just learning about that. But it really is. It's the things that they try to make us feel bad about. God really see it all as good, And I talk how I talk because I know who my target audience is. I know who attention I'm trying to get. And to us as Black people, to be real, we only like negativity. We're drawn to negativity. We're drawn to that. So if I sit here, they don't go watching the little sweet, soft-spoken. Some people do, because I watch some soft-spoken people. But that ain't me. I'm not soft-spoken, and I'm not going to be that. Until I got a lot of, I'm only a year within being in my wilderness, going through this whole motion. So it's a lot that God's still pruning me on. That's why I said, maybe by next year, I probably won't be cussing no more. In due time. But right now, that's still what I do. And it's going to get better. But right now, that ain't that. So, and that's how I make people understand. But yeah, they done had us assimilated into their practices, and we always want to be like them. We're not meant to be like them. That's why God's mad at us in the first place, for wanting to be like other nations. We're not them. He chose us. And that's why he was so mad at us. And that's why I get mad, because reason why I get mad, because I'm like, we still do this. We want to be like them every time. Because I was on somebody live the other day. I think I was on India Live. And somebody was like, because white people don't do this. They don't treat each other like this. Who don't? Do y'all even be around the white people that y'all be acting like don't do this? Have y'all worked around them? Do y'all live around them? Do y'all hear what the conversations they have? This is what I was talking about in the other video that I got to post. And I'm going to still post it, even though I'm talking about it a little bit right now. I always be around them. Just on purpose. The same way they be scoping us out. They know, they study our minds. Even the Chinese, they study us. Y'all don't even see how these people study us. I was supposed to do that video. So maybe after I get off live, I'ma do all the way down to the Statue of Liberty. It's something I feel about that Statue of Liberty too. But I haven't, see, that's what I'm saying. I got so much research to do. But he's revealing it up to a lot of us. And this is why he's revealing certain things, especially if you are the black sheep and the scapegoat. He wants to use you in a mighty way. In a mighty way. This is why it's important to answer the call, because he wants to use us. He wants to awaken the masses. He wants us to know who we are. And this is why he's been mad at us, because we want to be like these other nations so bad, when we don't even realize how wicked they are. Even, oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Even I was just at the store talking to it was a white lady. The cashier was black, but the lady was white, and she was cool, like, and she was talking about that she don't bring she got mixed grandkids, and she was like, I'm not bringing them, because she was talking about how they, them rednecks, like, it ain't me saying that, that's her, she said that. She said that. And even with that, I need not get off, because I got so many thoughts in my mind, and it's really some questions that I have and some everything. But she was saying that, she was like, I don't take my baby out, my grandkids out where them rednecks are, because she knows how they feel about, you know, her, because we can spot a speck of black in anybody. If you got even 1% black in you, we can spot it out, and so can they. And you know how they feel about us, especially the rednecks. They don't like us. So she was like, because she was talking about how they be out there fighting the roosters, because she was talking about how her uncle got roosters and chickens, and the rooster is so evil. I was like, why is a rooster so evil, whatever? But she was like, because they be fighting them. Like, she was like, it's illegal to fight animals, but they fight them just like they fight dogs and fight any other animals. And, you know, she, I guess, come from, of course, she's white, so her family and them, they do some things that we're not supposed to do. I mean, like all of us do, but we know that the Satanists, them other nations, they really serve other gods. So they want to go against God in every single way that they can. Whatever he say not to do, they want to go and do that. We know that that's what they do. So, yeah, basically, she was just talking about that and how they do it, and they do the wicked stuff. And that's why she said, I'm not taking my grandkids around them, because I don't want to have to bring my pistol out. That's what she said. But she was cool or whatever, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not, you know, I'm for my own people, and when them, and I'll talk to white people, I live amongst them. Up here, even when we went to the little festival thing they had the other weekend, it ain't nothing but them folk up here, and some of them look at us like we crazy. Come on, can you get down? And I don't even know why you got that pasty. You don't even eat pasty. Take a pasty. Hey, stop, Aubrey. Okay, have a nipple. She about to rip up my Bible. All right, she ready to get a nipple, y'all. Y'all can't see so good. But I forgot what I was about to say. But all in all, we need to stop trying to be like them and stop putting them on some pedestal. Like they mask their stuff a lot better. They're not better because they have the 2-parent households. That's what I'm saying in the video. I mean, look around you. Who kids be the schools up? It ain't ours. And they come from these 2-parent households, but they're not perfect either. They mask it. A lot of them, what's up, Dwayne? What's up? And y'all need to go follow Dwayne, because he talks about this too. He knows. He know the real about us as who we are as the people. And it's like, I realized, that's what I told the guy in the comments. I'm like, you're like, why are you taking offense that we are the chosen people? And then this other guy was like putting a laughing face, because you know what's up. You know he was a white guy, and you know what's up. Like, y'all just mad that we starting to wake up to who we are, and now y'all want to be included. But when was anybody including us? Y'all have did so much to separate us. Y'all don't want us around y'all. And that's why I hate that we be so busy trying to assimilate with them. We want to be like them. We want to move to their areas. We want to do all of that. And of course, we understand why once you get to a certain level, we know how our people are. We can't stay around our people, because they are going to try to bring us down, because unfortunately, so much has happened with us. So when we do see one of the crabbies trying to make it out the bucket, now we want to bring them back down with us. Right. And it's just sad. But I be like, why everybody be striving to be like the white folks? Like, why do y'all, like, we the real, we the blueprint. For real, for real. Look at my playlist where I was talking about with that lady, what she said about, you know, how they admire the strength of us. Because we get our strength from God. Black people are strong. Like in the Antichrist video, what did he say? What did the Antichrist say? Because black people, why the agenda is against us, why he's so against us, is because he know our power. He know our power. And he said we're spiritual as a people. Because we're God-chosen people. That's why they be envying us. They know our strength. They know we're the different ones. We are the different ones. That's why I say us as the collective of black people, we're the black sheep of the human race. We're the ones that's different. We're the ones that's different. You know? And that's why they don't like us. Because it's like how on earth do they have so much hate for people who is so broken? Like, y'all hate on us when we are the ones that come from broken homes. We're poor. We're this, we're that. We're ratchet. We're thugs. When really, as we look in the Bibles, we see who the real uncouth louts were. We're only thugs because of the rebellion of the stuff that they have done to us. All this, I was talking about this in the other video I got to post, but since we up here, we gonna talk about it. The only reason why, who even started with beating, they beat us, and now they've taught us a lot of these very wicked things that we do because we have accepted them in their God and went astray from ours. So now we take on their wicked acts of their gods, the Dagons, Baal, that they serve. The wickedness that they do. The whole thing with this sex abuse with the children, children abuse, they do that stuff. And they've done that stuff to us. They've done that stuff to our men. They've done that stuff to us. And then now that spirit was put onto our men. And that's why you got a lot of the grandfathers and older generations, they done did that to their kids. They passed on a lot of this wicked stuff to us. Let's be clear where it really stemmed from. While y'all so busy trying to be like them who wear masks. Yes, some of them are cool. Yes, some of them are very sweet, very nice people. It's not to say that for the masses of them. But even them themselves, they know. They know that they do wicked stuff. That's why they flee from over there in their own area out of Europe. This is why they fled. That's why they really fled and came over here, started their newfound religion of Christianity that stems from Catholicism. Because they know the wicked acts that they did over there under the disguise of religion. They commit these acts. And they then came over here and started a whole new thing. Oh, we found this new land. Let's take it over. And honestly, I wanted to say that, about them flags. Because I really do be thinking, I don't know. I really be thinking, because I just don't understand why they be so obsessed with the American flag. I don't see us being obsessed with them. None of us do that. We're not, hey, American flag, put it in your yard. Like, that stuff be screaming that y'all were the colonizers. That's what that stuff screams to me. Especially around here, it's a lot of them that got them flags in their yard. Right. And to me, I see it as, what's up with that? I was gonna say this on Memorial Day, but I ain't want nobody, like, you know, I don't be want to be too offensive. Like, I don't purposely be trying to be offensive. I just be trying to be real, and what I do be thinking about, I do like to talk about. But I know that some of us have served in, you know, the military, and some people have had parents and stuff that has passed because they served for the country. So I didn't want to, like, be rude or nothing. Okay, babe, I'll drop it in there. I didn't want to be rude or nothing. Even my daughter, that's how you know, my baby, she even knows. She was like, she hates doing the Pledge of Allegiance at school. I don't want to, like, get messed up on the YouTubes, but you know what they make us say in school in the morning when we used to go to school, stand up. You know what they be penalizing them sports players for not saying the anthem and all of that. It's like, even she was like, I don't like saying that. And it's because it's like, for one, they be lying with it. We don't all serve the same God, and we're not one nation and all it is, because we're really divided as a nation. So I just be like, that's why I just can't take society. It's so much cap in a rap. It's so much lies and deceit out here. I just can't take it. But I definitely feel like them flags, the ones who do them flags, I feel like they are the ones that's the racists. And they are the ones that are the colonizers. They are the descendants of them colonizers way back in the day. Because it's like, why are you so pressed about being an American? Like, Like, why are you so pressed about that? I don't see us ever holding the flag like that. We'll go out and celebrate 4th of July and stuff, even though now I'm learning we shouldn't even really be doing that. It's just, it makes me a little upset because I like going to the fireworks. We like shooting off the fireworks. So now that these things that I'm learning, like I told y'all last year, I didn't celebrate Christmas. I did Kwanzaa, you know, even though I still did the gifts and stuff. Now this year, we in our house now, so I'm definitely going to set up my table for the little Kwanzaa thing. But now knowing that they got us celebrating the wrong things and all of this stuff, God is angry at us. But it says in Jubilees that this was going to happen because of what they did to the time. The calendar, switched up the calendar to lead us astray so that we're celebrating the Sabbaths on the wrong day. It's supposed to be Saturday as the Sabbath day, the 7th day. Sunday is the first day. But they got us celebrating the Sabbath as Sunday. They done switched up the years. And it all talks about how this was going to happen. You know, and it just really sad to me that they really hate God that much. Why they couldn't just leave it the way it was? Like, why did y'all really hate God that much that y'all wanted to change everything? When God really do love us, and he does have to show tough love. That's why I say I'm his daughter. Yes, sometimes I might come off hard, but at the end of the day, if you ever meet me in person, I'm gonna show you nothing but love. Like, I don't do that. Now, if you shady towards me, sometimes I'm still working on it. I'm still working on that, but sometimes I'm not even going to pay you no mind. But sometimes I might be like, yeah, what's up? Like, don't start now, won't be nothing. But God even helping me with that, you know, because just because people be mean don't mean you really have to be mean back and all of that. But I'm not here to condemn us, but I'm here to let us know what's real. And I'm about accountability. And for us to have change, we have to be accountable for how we played the part and what's going on in our community. Everybody talk about the surface level stuff. That's why I don't watch these podcasts and all that. Because I be so tired of hearing them talk about the top level of the stuff. But nobody talks about... Yeah. Who thought to change the days and times? The same ones who want you to pledge to that graven image. See, you know your stuff. You really know your stuff, man. You know. And that is, I'm like, they really have changed. Like, everything was meant. It really hurts my feelings when I read this stuff. That's why I be mad about it. And that person say, why are you mad if this is your job? Like, the same reason you be mad about your job. You don't be mad about your job. You complain about your job. He said, why are you complaining about your job? You complain about your job because I hate that it's about us and it's like the real truth. And it really do hurt my feelings how they really want that much bad for us. Like, dang, we are some sweet people. Even though black people, we have our issues. We have our issues too, yes. But we really are sweet people. Like, that's why, I don't know, I think I said it in the video, like, we be ready to, as soon as y'all do something and then you apologize, we be ready to invite y'all to the cookout. We open our doors for them. But they have did so much to kick us down. So I be like, that's shady. It's like messed up that y'all really hate us that bad. Even being amongst them, like, they'll hate us as soon as they see you and they don't even know you. But now I know where the hate comes from. I really know where. Yeah. And I just be like, why? Like, y'all really do this. And then we sit here and big them up like they are, like, we need to, everybody should. And honestly, everybody do be aspiring to be like the white people. Other nations, Chinese, they're taught that white is superior. They taught that we're bottom of the barrel, but yet y'all come in and get rich off of us. We make them rich, and I hate that for us. That's why I be so mad. I hate that for us. We make them rich. Going to buy up all the stuff at the beauty supply store. They study us. That's what I'm saying. Everybody studies us, but we don't really study them. But I do be studying them. And that's why everything that I'm learning how to do what they do with their finances, because I'm going to learn everything and bring it right back to my people. I'm going to learn all the real and bring it right back to my people. And that's what I'm going to do. This is why I be reading. I don't like to read at all. I don't like to read. That's boring. I don't like to read, but I read because I want to know the knowledge. I want to know the real so I can then bring it back to my people and free us out of bondage. And unfortunately, to free us out of bondage, sometimes you got to get real gutter with it, because that's what we know. We only understand ratchet shit, a lot of us. We only understand that stuff because a lot of us have been abused. So when somebody nice, just like we do when we're dating, we get a nice guy or you get a good girl and you won't even appreciate them. because we so used to them mean ones that we had. We used to the girls and the guys that treat us wrong, disrespect us. We're used to that. So when we get something good, we don't know how to appreciate it. This is why we gotta talk that raw talk. Because that's what y'all want to understand. That's what's going to will the people in, even if they beating down the keyboard mad. That's what's going to get them in, negativity. You say positivity, people don't want to really hear that. If I sit here and come here with my gear on and sit here and just be like, guys, welcome to Bible class, and do all of this, people going to be like, they going to scroll right on through. But if I come in sharp with some saying some stuff that might be a little offensive, and because we gravitate towards negativity, we already know this. We grew up in this. We see it's a fight going on. What we doing? We running to the fight, not from the fight. Like, this is just what we do as a people. And that's why I say I know we them people in the book. As I read it, I just be like, this is us. Like, and in the Antichrist video, he already said, ain't nothing different about the generations. That's why I really, even with that, people always be like, oh, because the older generation, like, what? The older generation went through so much stuff. They did a lot of the wickedness that we know come from them. One thing about it, just like the white people, they mask it. They brush it under the rug. They was taught from them same white folk to brush stuff under the rug, act like it ain't happened, put a mask on, show up in the world as if you Mr. Perfect, like nothing's going on in the household. What goes on in this house, down in this house, all that BS. I'm not here to be for that BS. That's why they mad that I be up here exposing this stuff. You know, they be watching my mother and them. They be watching this stuff, but it's not really to tell the business. But unfortunately, when you want change, you gotta tell what's real. That's what God called us here to do. He's tired of us hiding stuff because that's not doing us no good. It's only doing us further harm. So we need to be real about what's going on. He told us, confess your sins to one another and pray for one another. And prayer without works is dead. We have to do the work. We can't keep praying for things to change. Change happens when you change your behaviors, when you change the actions that you're taking that's causing these things. I had to learn that the hard way. A lot of us have to learn it the hard way. That's how we get change. When we all take the initiative, I change up the things that my destructive behaviors, you change up your destructive behaviors, he change up his, she change up theirs. We want to blame the men for everything. We want to blame the men, want to blame us for everything. We blaming each other instead of everybody looking in the mirror, at the man in the mirror, at the woman in the mirror and say, look, this is the part that I contributed to the demise of the relationship, to the demise of our community, to the demise of our family. This is why our family is broken up. This is why my son is out in the streets. This is why we have to be accountable for the real. Like that little enabling mothers video I did, I think yesterday. I don't really know which video somebody obviously claimed defense because I got the little notification. It was something, I don't know which video it was that was offensive, but it probably was that one. You know, maybe I shouldn't have said that about doormats, but it'd be just the truth. Because people do. Everybody, it just, I don't be meaning to be harmful. I'm just straight shooter with it. Like, I'm shooting right at your head. I'm trying to shoot head shots. I'm not trying to hit the ankle. I'm trying to hit where it hurt, right there, so that you can fix it. That's what I want to do. Hit right there at the target so that you can get it. Because we need to get it. And all of that watering down stuff, people don't be getting it that way. Like, but I think that might have been the one because a lot of women don't want to take accountability either to what the parts that we play. We don't. We want to be like, well, they this. And then the men want to be like, well, women are this and this. But we all take a part in everything. And then the same people that caused this friction between us, even though God already said he was going to put this friction in between man and woman. He said that because, of what Adam and Eve did. So he said he was going to do this because unfortunately God allows a lot of these things to happen to us so that we can come back to him. Everything that has happened to us, I told y'all what it took. What it took for me to find God. It took for me to go through something wild, some wicked stuff. That's what it took. And a lot of us, it takes for us to hit rock bottom. It takes for us to go through these abusive relationships. It takes for us to go homeless, for us to cry out to God. And it's unfortunate that we have to hit the bottom to get to the top. We have to go through this stuff just to get closer to God. But he wants it. He wants our attention, and he's going to get it by any means necessary. God is a jealous God. And it's like, because I know his nature now, because of what he does to me, I'm like, it's always something. This is why we be like, it's always something. Because God wants you to always call on him. Don't ever think that you good and don't need me. I give you this blessing, and I'm going to make something else happen. Because you better not think that you can't call me. He wants us. That's why I say he's like a man. They want to be needed all the time. They want to be needed. They were made in his image. They want to be needed. And that's how God is. God is a jealous God. He said, don't put nobody before him. He said this. He wants us to always call on him. All right, so he's going to make stuff happen. He's going to give you this and something else. That's why I be like, oh, God, it's just never ending. But he wants us to call on him. He wants the glory. He wants us to put him first and stop putting other humans first. He wants us to stop worshiping these false people that we be worshiping, acting like they above us. They ain't above us. That's what I'm saying. If you get around them folk, I be listening to them because I do. I be ear hustling. And I don't even have to ear hustle. They be talking. I be at the lake, walking, hearing the ladies talk. I done been in salons, worked in a salon. You know, I done worked at the school I worked at, and we got nothing. The Connections Academy, we got it's an online school, and most of our kids and their moms, their families are them. So I see and I know all the issues that they go through, and I'm like, why do we sit there and act like they don't go through this stuff? Do y'all follow some of them on social media and see how they trash one another in the comments? But we think we the only ones who trash our people in the comments. They do it too. They do it too. Like, they are the kings and queens of wickedness. Let's be clear. And it ain't shade, it's the truth. Like, but I'm going to keep coming with this tea. Because that person tried to throw me off. But once again, one thing about God, I said, God, let me know. Do you want me to stop this? Like, because I will go. I got other things. I have many other ideas of things I want to do. So I'm doing what God told me to do. I didn't ask to get up here and talk about this. None of that. I'm a loner. I be in my bubble. I don't really be caring about I care about certain stuff that affects us. And these are the things that I talk about, the things that affects us as our community. Because everybody be want to kick us down, then we kick each other down. But we need to know the real. We need to know what's up. We need to know who we really are. And a lot of us don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. Our identity is all off. We don't know who we are. That's why we trying to go to other nations, want to be like them, want to marry them because we feel like they're better. They're going to produce cuter kids. All of this stuff. We don't even like our own selves, that we want to mix it up instead of embracing who we are. It's sad to me. Like, and I just feel like we really gotta do better. We really do. It's all love at the end of the day, but I'm not, because even when I be downtown, I just be like, and now like that I know how to pray and stuff, so I do pray over the people when I see them, because I know that it's just a bunch of lost souls walking around, and we have gotten so far away from God that a lot of us don't know who we are. I be seeing them, I be like, God, come on, help us, like, help them. Keep helping us all. I pray for God to help me every day. So I'm going to pray for him to help us all. But through helping us, it's not just like he's not going to be easy. He doesn't coddle us. Like, that's not who God is. Because it's things that you need to learn from that tough love. It's things that you need to learn. My whole journey has been about learning and unlearning things. And it ain't been easy, even though he called me, even though he chose me to do certain things. Through having this close relationship, it still ain't easy for me either. It's not supposed to be. Life ain't easy. We are in Satan's world. Literally. He was kicked out. Now he got dominion over this. And he's wreaking havoc down here. Ouch. I hate when she fall asleep and do that. Do not mix with the other nations. Yeah, all beings are not of God. And this is why it is. Because you'll get with somebody else and they don't understand your culture. Just like that person in the comments who's not black, who feel like, oh, why don't you just pray for your people? You don't know our people. You don't know how savage our people are. So you don't know how they need to be talked to because you're not of us. Just like the way I talk to our people, I might not be able to talk to y'all like that because y'all a little bit more sensitive. Us, we a little bit more rough around the edges. And I was talking to that lady at the store, and she was talking about the pit bull. And all I could think about, because she was talking about how her uncle got a pit bull, and it's only 15 months old. And it's so pretty, but it's so strong. It's so strong. It pulled out. It was connected to the grill that's cemented in the ground, and it's a big chain, a big collar on it, and it yanked it. The strength of it. And I said, we are the pit bulls. Like the pit bulls are, they're the outcasts of all dogs. If you got a landlord, most times they don't want no pit bull. Like we are the pit bulls of the human race. The pit bulls are of the breed of dogs, but we are the pit bulls of the human race. And it's because of our strength. They know how much power we have. Them little pit bulls, they are strong and powerful too. But she was saying that pit bull was so sweet. It's a house dog. It's so sweet. And we are like that too. All I can think about is us, because I connect everything. So I'm like, all I can think about is us. They think that we just so mean and we so this. And that was what they say in the Antichrist video, that's what he want. He want the white people to stay offended by us, and he want us to stay hating them or being unforgiving to them. You know, and I'm working on my forgiveness. I am working on it a little bit, but I don't think I have always forgiven them. I can honestly say that. I haven't always all the way forgiven them, because the demise of our community is because of them. But it's not even really because of them. It's because of us, if we really want to take accountability, because we went astray from our God. So he let them take over us. It's biblical. He let them. This is why Kanye said slavery was a choice. He wasn't trying to be funny. He wasn't trying to demean the Black community. It's biblical. Ouch, stop. It's biblical. Because God said, all right, I'm going to hand you over to your enemies. You want a king so bad, I'm going to hand you over to your enemies, and this is what they're going to do to you. I said that in my playlist, one of the videos, Slavery Was a Choice. I think I read about that in that video that's in the playlist. He said, okay, this is what they're going to do to you. If you want a king so bad, you rather have them as your leader than me, God himself, as your leader. If you want them, this is what they're going to do to you. This is what they're going to do to you. And we said, okay, we still want a leader. That's why we get mad when I read it, because it's like, we just was like, whatever, that's not really going to happen. It's like we took it as a joke. And he was like, all right, I'm going to show you. God is not going to play. God is love, but God is definitely, he's a savage. That's why I say all the time, he said, I created good and I created evil. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Because he created the enemy. Like he will allow the enemy to get to us. Like he did Job. Like he did me. Like he do a lot of us. He let it because he know what it's going to take for us to humble ourselves. He know what it's going to take for us to come back to him. Really to humble ourselves before him. Because I really don't like that word humble. Because if you look up the definition of the word humble, it means to have a lower view of yourself. And you don't want to walk around the world feeling less than about yourself. But we need to humble ourselves before God to know that just because we got this flesh don't mean that you get to acting all high and mighty like you above God, because he giving you authority and now you get to take it and going overboard with it because you got this flesh. But he knows how wicked the flesh is. He knows. This is why he had Abraham, and now all of us. This is how I know also we're from them. The circumcision, we do that. We circumcise our sons. Like, and this is why, because he know that flesh, that extra flesh. Men don't need no extra flesh down there. That thing that they got down there already got a mind of its own. It don't need no extra meat hanging around down there, causing them to be even more horny and stuff that they be doing. They wake up on the hard. But anyways, ouch! Stop. Like, because they do. But this is why he knows what he made us out of. This is why he was mad. When I read Genesis and all of that, he was so mad that the flesh, this flesh that we have get us into a world of trouble. Like, it get us into a world of trouble. And he knew that. Like, it's just interesting. But overall, let me see. Yes, and we spoke on that one. And a king, amen. But you can read our lives. It's written. I keep, that's another thing. I never knew about this whole star seed thing, like, but I'm learning about this because one of the girls' channel I watch, I think her channel is like IE Collection. She is so great, but she talks about this, like, she talks about the star seed and stuff and all of that. So yeah, it is. It's already written, and that's why I always say, like, we gonna get it together because that's written too. We just, everybody not gonna get right, but a lot of us will, and we ain't got no choice to, because what's getting ready to come to us, we gonna be crying. But I do see more people are starting to talk about, they trying to seek God. So that makes me happy to see that, especially for us. I do like to see that. But it's already written, everything. But we are the reason a lot of stuff have happened to us, because we just got too big-headed and we didn't want him. I think that's a smack in the face. Like, I love that God is the one who lead my life now, because I feel like I can just take the back seat. Like, I can finally just chill out without having to do all the thinking and all the brain work. So I feel like we should. That's why I do this. And that's what I was saying to that person in the comments. Like, it's not to, my whole goal is to get people to put God first. Stop putting everybody else first. Put God first, because it's a beautiful feeling. It's beautiful. God said, "Come, let us make man in our image." So before him, yeah, we had to come forth from God as spirit, yeah. And he do. And the more I'm learning, the more I understand God, I be like, oh my gosh, like, he really did. Like, this is how men act. This is how they act. They really do act like God. Some of them get too carried away, but God, once again, he is interesting. He's definitely interesting. God is interesting, and our men are too, unfortunately. Unfortunately, but it is. And that's why I'm like, wow, as I think and I see how God does me, I'm like, because y'all know God be making me wait and stuff. And I told y'all, I really hate waiting. I hate that word. That word is like, it should be rebuked from the dictionary. Because I'm like, why am I waiting? And we know how men do. Men test you like God will test you. Before he bless you, he gonna test you. And men do the same thing. They gonna test you to make sure you're not dead, just to use them for their blessings. They gonna make sure you're not just using them. They don't want to give you a ring just so you can get the ring and then get all big-headed about yourself and think that you don't gotta still show up for him in the way that you was showing up for him before. That's how God is. That's how God is. That's why a lot of men be hesitant to emerge. I think because they be like, I'm gonna marry you, and then you gonna stop doing everything he was doing in the beginning. That's how God is. He give us the blessings that we want, and then we stop praying as much. We stop confiding in him. We stop going to church as much, because you like, I'm good now. Thank you, God. I got what I want. See you later. See you next time something happens. That's why he gonna be like, all right, here, let me let something else happen. Don't ever think you don't need me. Right? So it's funny, y'all. But I've been on here for a minute. This baby done fell asleep. It's her nap time. What time is it? It must be like 12 o'clock, because she always goes to sleep around the same time. What, Ceylani?
I'm trying to look for that big red blanket.
Your blanket?
No. The one that took to that water park.
Oh, thank you. In the real way that we feel you. Yeah. That's why I'm be trying to be.
It was at the water park.
Oh, it's in the laundry room. On top of
I need it.
On top of the dryer. Yeah, that's how I be doing. I be like, I have to. I mean, I didn't ask. Like I said, I didn't ask to be like this. God made me. Like, that's why I be like, God, why did you want to use me? You should have took me through it. You know how I am. You know I'm a straight shooter. You know, but this is why he needed it. He needed the spirit of truth. And even Jesus said it. Once I'm gone, I have to depart so the spirit of truth can come about. And baby, like I said, that's me. I'm here to speak the truth. And instead of don't take offense, just take it. Sometimes it be hard to receive certain stuff. I know. Until you become aware of yourself, until you become real with yourself, it do be hard to hear the truth. But once you are real with yourself, oh, you could take the truth. Like, you could tell me all these things about me, and I'm be like, I know, because I know me now. Like, I know who I am. Like, even before. And growing up, that's why when people would call me fat and all this stuff, I'm like, I don't care. I know I'm fat. And I will sit my fat ass right on your face and smother you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I used to be going at it with dudes and everything too, like, who be trying to talk about me. Like, what? Don't play with me. I know who I am. So you trying to say that thinking, that's how I learned how to like drone back and talk my ish. That's why I know how to defend myself, because y'all not gonna be talking this about me and think I'm not gonna say nothing back about you, because I am. But now I'm trying to learn to be like, you don't even gotta give it to them like that. That's why that person that was in the comments, I wanted to say, I had so much stuff I really wanted to say more, but I left it just at what I left it, because that person keep going coming. You just, because you're offended. And it's like, the video isn't even for you. And he said, well, next time you should put that this is for the black people only. Okay, next time I will do that. Next time I will do that. Like, but they do, my title be saying, we, black, we. So, I mean, I would think that you would understand that I'm talking to us. But also, they need the knowledge too, because a lot of them don't know. A lot of them white folk and them other nations, they don't know who they are either. They don't know their real history either. They don't know. But once again, I'm here like for my people. It's not that I'm trying to leave people out, but everybody, like I'm for us. And God knows this. I talk to God about this. He knows it. It doesn't mean that I don't know that there's other nice people and that there's not other chosen people, because he fostered y'all in. Let's be clear. Y'all are fostered in because we rejected him. So he adopted some new kids. Y'all didn't want to be my kids. Y'all didn't want to be my people. So let me adopt some other people in who willing to carry out what I have for them. And let me give them what's yours. This is why he gave them our land. He gave them our stuff. And that's why now it's time to take back our stuff. And the only way to get back our stuff is to get with God. The millions and stuff that they have, the land, everything that they done ran us away from, they done ran us off from our stuff. We got to get our stuff back. It's the season of Jubilee. The year of Jubilee is here, restoration. And we got to get it back. And the only way God will give it to us back, give it back to us, is if we put him first again. Put him first. Stop following these other gods. Stop idolizing these false gods, these graven images. Stop molten images. Stop idolizing these things. Get into our lane. Focus on him. Keep him first. He has an inheritance for us. He literally wants to give it to us. All the money, the riches, everything that we out here killing each other for, he wants to actually give that to us. But we got to stand up and do what we supposed to do. He ain't gonna just give it to us just for free, just for nothing, just because we are his people. Just like our parents. And that's why it's like, when you understand God, it's like he's really our father. He's the father of your father, his father's father's father. He's our, like, the same with your parents. They're like, you need to earn what you get. You're not just gonna be given stuff. That's the same way God is. He gonna give us that tough love. But if you show up and do what you're supposed to do, you do good in school, you do what you're supposed to do your chores, clean up, okay, now you can go outside. Now you can get them new Jordans you want. Now I will reward you because you've done what you're supposed to do. You've done what your parent has asked you to do. God is the same way. He wants his kids, us, to do what he wants us to do so that he can bless us. He wants to bless us. He don't want us in poverty, out here robbing Peter to pay Paul, robbing each other, killing each other for tennis shoes and all of that. He don't want us doing that for real. But the enemy is wreaking havoc in our cities because we refuse. And when you don't have a close relationship with God, it's easy for the enemy to get in. Even with having a close relationship with God, the enemy still will get in because he'll trick you. He will. It's like, it's really crazy because he does it because he still does it to me, try to get in. Like he used that person in the comments to try to get in my head. Instantly, God said, I rebuke you. Get thee behind me, Satan, right quick. Come on, get behind me. Get behind me, sir. Get behind me. No, you're not about to check my daughter out her spot. I told her to do this. Because I didn't ask to do this. So that's my whole thing. My whole thing is to get us to understand that we are the people. And other nations know this stuff. We just don't know. Like, I don't know what, because I don't know how, like, God just be putting stuff in my path. It was something that I was in, and in the comments, and they was saying, it was like a African video or African guy or something. And he was saying that we are, oh no, I don't even, he was like, we are the people of the book. So that's when I first learned about the people of the book. I'm like, what do they mean, the people of the book? What book? What are they talking about? And then it started getting revealed to me. And I'm like, oh, so I looked up on Google. You know me. Well, if y'all don't know, I'm a research. I am a Google fanatic. Anything I want to know, I'm going to go and research that thing. So then I started looking at the people of the book. I'm like, oh, we are the people of the book. We are these people in the book. And then as I start reading, I'm like, this is us. This is what we do. You know? So I just pray we get it together. Make sure y'all be praying and stay prayed up. Keep your armor God on. Keep your armor on. That's your bulletproof vest. Knowing your word and having the relationship. It's like both. He wants you to not only know the word, but seek him out too. Seek him out too. It's like a triple threat. Like, he wants you to know his word and him. He wants you to put him first. And if we do that, see, I don't even know how to, like, maybe I can put it in the comments, maybe. I'm gonna probably put it in, it say live chat. So you don't let me type on here. Child, see, I'm acting like one of these other folks. I gotta learn how to work this thing. See, it's not like live, like where you could pin nothing, huh? Like on Instagram. Yeah, it's not like that. So I'm gonna put my email. When I save this, because I'm gonna save this live. So when I save this, I'll put it in the description. But my email is, it's Sayor, it's SAIOR. So SAIOR consulting, CONSULTING @gmail.com. So Sayor consulting @gmail.com. But I'm gonna put it in a little link. I wish it was like on Instagram where you could like put the live, pin it, whatever. I'm almost done because I know you coming in here to bother me. I'm wrapping it up now.
I need help. I'm trying to make a fort.
Oh, girl.
I need help.
She always want to make a fort.
I need help.
Okay, just wait a second. So, yeah, let me make sure I ain't miss nothing before I get up off of here. Just like when Jesus received the enemy came and tricked to uproot the word. Yeah, knows, and they should have. Yeah, they should have just told us. But that's why he said he gonna send. He said he had. I was just reading that earlier before you got on the live. He said that he withheld things from us, and he withheld it so that the spirit of truth can come tell it. And that's what I'm here to do. And a lot of other of us who are speaking the truth now, because God, he's pouring his, like he said, he's pouring his spirit onto his sons and daughters in these last days to come out and speak the real. Because it ain't just me, it's some other folks too. Jermika, she been talking about some real good stuff. She one of the first people before I even, really got into like this lane with my walk with God. I saw Jermika, and she's actually from DC. So I was like, wow, I'm like, God, he knew who to put in my path. Like, because like I said, I need to see other people that look like me. Yes, it's cool to see them, but I like to see other people that look like me, that's in certain positions, and I like to hear from us. Like, I don't know, maybe I am a little bit, my people. I am about my people because nobody else is for us. So I'm not going to like not be for us when nobody else is. We already know I'm for us, even though y'all get on my nerves, and I probably get on y'all nerves. We going to get on each other's nerves. We going to annoy each other, but I'm still for my people, and I'm not going to give up on us. Like, I can't. Everybody else give up on us. Everybody else be like, I'm done with the black woman. I'm done with the black man. I'm not. I'm going to keep on talking until I'm blue in the face about y'all so we can get some change. Because I love my people. Like, even though we get on each other's nerves, we are so much alike. This one guy, I don't know if y'all follow him on YouTube, but I don't even know what his page name is, but he does like skits about all the things that black people do. And it's like, that's how I know, like, it's just in us to do certain things, because how do we all do this and none of us know each other? I'm gonna put his little, I forgot what his Instagram name is. I'm on the phone. It's not Instagram. It's yes, girl. Them walk and talk to me hitting. yes, girl. Shoot, I done gained like 7 pounds. I ain't even gonna lie, because I've been eating carbs again. But today, I ain't eating nothing. I'm fasting today because I've been cutting up. Last night I was eating some crackers and stuff, and I was doing too much. So I done gained about 7 pounds back. So now I'm mad because I be this binge eating. Like I just, this thing with food. I really, like, I'm trying to get better with my relationship with food, but food has been my best friend forever. Like, so I'm really trying to, okay, just wait a second. But he is calling us back to him because he want us to get right before he come and tear down these cities. Y'all see what's going on up north, right where I was living at. All them complaining in Baltimore about that orange sky. I'm glad I'm not up there. And our prayers go out to everybody that's up there. I hope everybody good. But this is just the beginning of what's going to happen. Y'all seeing this stuff play out. Y'all seeing it. This is just the beginning. This is why he want to get us back to him before he bring the final battle at Armageddon, which is Russia going to light us up. Remember I said this. Y'all going to be like, oh my gosh, Tania said this. All right. They going to light us up. It's not funny, but God is sick of America. He's sick of this modern day Babylon. So that's why he is trying to call many of us back. He giving us time. Like, who was it? Was it Abraham or Noah? And it was like, maybe I could find, 30 good, I think it was like, maybe I could find like 30 souls. We could save like 30 souls before the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. And then he kept decreasing the number. Abraham was like, okay, how about if I find like 5? If I can find 5 righteous souls, will you save it? Like, Abraham, he was like, will you save it? So he trying to save as many of us as possible so that he can save the land. He don't want to destruct certain places, but we know certain cities. It takes time to replace certain food and then turn it around. Yeah. It is, but I'll do good for 1 week. That's why I say this is the way the enemy gets to me right now. He can't get to me no way other than the food at this point. Like, trying to trick me, like, you want that. You want that. Just eat it. And I do. I end up eating, like. So, he be trying to trick me with that. That's the way he get to me for real, through that food. Because he know that's been a battle of mine. Like, we love food. Food is comfort. I ain't got nothing else. All my other vices that I used to have, I don't have sex no more. I don't smoke no more. I don't talk to nobody. I only get up here and talk to y'all, talk to my kids, and talk to God all day. So I don't and the people that I like on YouTube that I follow, I might be amongst them. I got my little community of people, but it's like food, my only vice at this point. So it's like, dang, but yeah. It's all coming. And that's why he want us to get right. That's why we gotta get right. Before this final, he trying to save us. He want us. It's no time to be lukewarm. I saw this guy went to school the other day talking about, he's lukewarm. I'm like, bro, you gotta pick a side, man, because what's getting ready to come, we don't have time for that. Pick your side. Which side do you want to be on? Which master you want to serve? You want to serve God or you want to serve the enemy? Which one? We got to pick a side. Like, so the days are getting limited. The days are getting limited. He is not playing. And when I seen that going up there, I'm like, dang, see, this is why God moved me away from up there. All this stuff that's going on. Like, yes, I love all y'all in the comments section too. All y'all that's watching, all y'all that been supporting me. I'm sorry if I be getting on y'all nerves. But, it's all love for real. I'm not here to hurt nobody's feelings per se. But if the shoe fit, you got to wear it and wear it well. And if it don't apply, let it fly. Because everything I say ain't for everybody. Even if I be like, y'all, everything ain't for everybody. If it convicts you and you feel guilty about it, then that's how you know, okay, maybe I need to talk to God about this. Right? And ask him to help me with this thing that I feel convicted or taken offense to. Help me with that. Reveal something to me. Because that's what I do. When I get convicted about certain stuff, I'll be like, all right, God, help me with this. Like, help me with this. Just like I'm asking him to help me with my taming my tongue. Because he know that's been one of my main issues in my relationships. And that's why I was telling y'all in that one video, we got to prepare for what we asking for, because a lot of us don't know how to talk to our partner. We don't know how to listen to our partner. But yet everybody wants love and you want to be in this happy relationship, but you don't even know how to do your part. So in your single season, in your isolation season, it's things that we got to work on. And I know that's the one thing, because it's not, I'm nice on a regular day, but if I get mad, I might start saying some things. And you ain't supposed to do that to your man, like, you know, or to your woman. You're not supposed to do that just because you mad and you start saying mean things that's going to hurt their feelings just because they hurt your feelings in another way. And us as women, we go low. We get to talk about, it's not even funny, but we get the same things. Y'all know how we do. So we got to work on that, because that be the main thing that y'all know what they say. We aggressive and all of that other stuff, you know. So we got work to do as a collective. That's why I'm not on no one side. I'm not just on the women's side. I'm not just on the men's side. Collectively, because it takes the both of us. It takes the both of us, and they know, like the enemy said in that Antichrist video, his whole agenda is to keep us away from each other, because he know if the black man and the black woman come together, baby, they know we gonna be dominating. We gonna be untouchable. And it ain't even to think that we better, but he called us to be the head and not the tail. We supposed to be, us, his people, supposed to be the head and not the tail. Yeah. See, he will convict us. He's one thing about God, he gonna convict you. Like, he's going to, you gonna feel it instantly. You gonna get the feeling guilty. You gonna have knots in your stomach. Like, all right, hold on. She keep coming back looking at me. Wait. Dang, these kids, you guys, oh, they're so clingy. You know, even her, we moved. She couldn't wait for us to move and give her own room back. Now she's still been sleeping with me every night. I'm like, what's the deal? But I think because she used to us sleeping in that one room. I know we was at the shelter. We had the one room, sleeping in one bed. So I think she got to get used to having her own room again, own space. They be following me everywhere. And the type of person I am, I need space, even for my kids. I'm not a clingy person. I like to get to myself and have my alone time. They want to be at the bathroom, fingers under the door, like, just relax, get away from me for a minute. I'm going to be right with you. Yeah. We all waking up, like, and it's not easy. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's because it's taken a couple years. Like, this past year, it's been different than before. But my journey really started in like 2018. Once I left my first BD and moved back to my mama's house, I was in her basement and I was just working on myself. It comes from when you get to a point where, like, you want change, you get tired of the same stuff, or something traumatic might happen, and it'd be like, all right, that was a very humbling experience. So I need to do something right. And it really comes when you want change. That's when you start having the awakening. You start waking up, right? Because that's what it took for me, you know. And we all a work in progress. I ain't perfect, you ain't perfect. We humans, we ain't never gonna be perfect. Like, ain't nobody perfect. Jesus was the only perfect one. God himself, like, we ain't gonna be it. And I ain't striving to be. I mean, I do be striving. I ain't gonna lie. I be striving, trying to get right, you know. But I really more so, I want to be perfect for my kids. You know, not even perfect, but I just want to be a great example for them. I want them, you know, to not make some of the mistakes I've made. I don't want them to have that low self-esteem, allowing anything, going for anything. I want to protect their innocence, because I don't want them to be, I don't want the enemy getting to my kids. Because when the enemy get to you, and he get you off your narrow path, and it just unravel from there, and it can almost lead you to your grave like it did me. So I don't want to do that. But that's what it honestly took for me to wake up. It took for these things to happen to me for me to wake up and get right. And God know what it's going to take for us. He know his kids. He know us. We don't know us, but he know us. And this is why I say we got to go on this spiritual journey, this isolation season, get rid of the distractions, be okay with being by yourself, because it's in that season that he wants to choose you. He wants to show you who you are, who he created you to be. He wants to show you that. You know, even like with me right now, I don't have to have that defense, that mean girl defense that'll come up when somebody try to play with me. I don't have to be all harsh like I was, or have to be ready to type back to you, all of that. Like, you know, so that's why some stuff, because I get other comments and I'll be like, all right, whatever. I'm not even about to respond to you. This person today, they just kept, when he was writing paragraphs, keep coming. Like, sir, if I'm offending you, why are you still here? It's something that's about you. Like, you trying to say all this stuff about me. It's like, you trying to say this stuff about me, but you're doing the same thing. Like, your pride won't even let you receive the truth because you're mad because I said that we're the chosen people. And now you saying that I said all this mean stuff in my video about my people. Like, you don't even know my people. Be quiet. You don't understand how we got to talk to each other. You don't understand us. This is why we know us. We understand us. This is how we know what we got to do for one another. We know how we got to talk to each other. We know us. Y'all don't know us. So don't be trying to tell me about how I'm talking to my people. He gonna say, I'm going to pray for you and your people. Please don't pray for us. I'm praying for us. And my prayers alone are powerful. And everybody can't pray for us because they be praying on our downfall. Y'all don't need to pray for us. Y'all done did enough to us. Please don't pray for us. I'm praying for us, and God is going to help me and help us, and he going to work on us. He got us all, but we don't need no more people praying on our downfall. Y'all already be praying on our downfall. We don't need no more of that. We need people that's really wanting to see the black family win, that really want to see black people win. Like, we really need that. Not these fake people. Like, that's why you can't ask everybody to pray for you, because they be praying right on your downfall. No, don't pray for me, baby. My prayers alone are more than powerful. Trust you me. Please. But I was like, I'm not even responding because I was about to light them up in the comments. I'm like, you know what? I said enough. I said enough. And then you take that back to God and you sit on that. All right. Y'all gotta look at them comments and see what he was saying. Like, sir, go on with your business. Like, you mad at something that's not even for you. You don't have to be on the video, but you're mad. Like, and that's why I like that other person who said, you know, I'm not black, but, you know, he told that guy, don't take offense. I don't know if it was a girl or a guy or whatever, but he said, don't take offense. I'm not black either. These people have been through enough. Black people have been through enough. So she just trying to talk to her people in the way that they receive it. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Bravo, bravo. Because you get it. You get it. But until the next time, you guys, I'm going to get out of here because she want me to come build this fort. So let me go help her with this and give her some attention, because y'all know these kids love attention. And normally when the baby take a nap, I go spend my time with her. And she about to leave me this weekend, y'all. I'm so not ready for this. I've never been away from my baby for this long, that she's about to be going with her dad. But this is what happens when you have to share a kid. You have to share them, and, you know. But she's ready, and I know he miss her, and she miss him, and they're going to have a blast this summer. But it's this new for me. But I talked to him already. He already know. He was like, I know you. Because, of course, you already know me. I got a call with the rundown. Look, watch this, that, and that, yada, yada, yada. Like, you already know how your baby mama is, and I will book a flight in no time and come out there and set it off out there. So don't play with me. Protect my baby, because I know the enemy is after my baby, because he can't get to me. So the next best thing is my baby. Protect her. Watch them kids around her. Protect my baby. And this is why I be telling us, protect your children, even if it's from other children that's trying to take their innocence. Protect them. All right. This ain't no joke. So we had to talk about that. So he on game to it. He already know me though. He knows. Look, he know I don't play. Like, I'm not here to play. Like, so, but yeah, y'all. Until the next time, let me make sure. I keep saying that. Let me see the. Yeah, y'all gotta follow Dwayne. Dwayne really know his stuff. Right. Yes, much love to everybody, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting me. Mwah. Sending y'all nothing but love and kisses and hugs. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces. Are you snoring, girl?